Hey, what's up everyone? Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye here. You know the title of the video, you know what I'm going to do, but I really want to give my first impressions as I'm moving on from the iPhone 6 to the iPhone 6s. So let's kind of do a quick unboxing and I'll do a little comparison and just give you my hands-on first impressions because I just got this. Let's go! So I am retiring the iPhone 6. I just got this the other year. Yes, I moved on, and mainly because of certain things, especially with the new A9, the new speed. I really like the Force Touch idea, or the 3D Touch, or whatever they call it. But the 4K video and the 12 megapixel stills is a really huge turn on for this camera. So that's why I really wanted to move on from it, and it really didn't kill me too much, wallet-wise. I played it smart in the way I'm doing this. So this is going to be retired for now. You'll see it in close-ups and stuff and comparisons. And I decided to go with the iPhone 6s. I did want the 6s Plus, but I'm not waiting until November just to get it. And really the two things is just maybe the bigger screen that I was kind of looking forward to. It's almost another inch. And that it has image stabilization in the camera. So I got the 64 gigabyte iPhone 6s Space Gray. A lot of people went bat crazy over the rose gold, which is essentially pink. So if you like pink, you can go for it. So I already took off the plastic so that way we're not fumbling around. But essentially here it is right here. iPhone 6s, same as it always looks. I'm sure it's going to be the same accessories, and you probably watched a bunch of these. But I made one last year, and it's just a good memory keepsake. So there we go. Let's just do the little thing right here. And then here we go right here. You get the iPhone 6s. Got that plastic on it. So before we jump into the phone itself, what do we have right here? As always, we have the tray. Then we have the paperwork and hopefully stickers. Let's check that out. And then as always, you have your lightning cable, your power brick, and you have your same old styled earbuds as well. The whole point of this is now the iPhone 6s. As I said, this is a so this is a 64 gigabyte space gray version. I really didn't want anything else, and plus this is one of the first to come. It still has a raised camera. It doesn't matter to me because I'm going to use a case. One of the biggest things I'm going to mention a little bit is that the iPhone 6 case fits the iPhone 6s. And once again, I will do a size comparison because I think these are the exact damn size. In total and all and everything like that. As I said, I'll show you that. But let's do the thing every unboxer wants to do. Let's peel it off. It's probably one of the best feelings in the entire world. So there we go. That's going to go off to the side. And that's it right here. That's your unboxing. That's what you get with this. Just kind of first impression. Does it feel a little heavier? I actually feel like it is maybe just a little thicker around the sides, around the curves. And I feel maybe it's slightly heavier. I don't know if that's I don't really think that's the truth, but it might be just a little bit. But I think that it's just slightly heavier. Not much. Size difference pretty much the same, maybe just a scotch thicker. Everything's pretty much the same for me. The Force Touch I like on here, or the 3D Touch is which I didn't use. The fingerprint is which I didn't really use on this as much, but now this makes you use a 6-code login or something like that. So I'm probably going to use the fingerprint to log in. But overall, first impressions, it looks sleek. It looks really sexy. Pretty much the same thing as it always does. It's pretty much kept the exact same features as well. Speakers down at the bottom, everything new, pretty much, is always the same. All your antennas and everything up and things are up top here as well. So first impressions, it looks the same. It feels maybe just a little heavier, but not that much. And it's going to function the same, but I'm going to get a little more out of this, especially creatively wise with photography and videography, because what this has now built into it, and it's a little faster, and I can access, taking a photo faster and things to that regard. So the iPhone 6 is getting retired. iPhone 6s is really going to make a great addition to the guy with the eye line, as long as I don't break it. That's all I got right here. As I said, one of the biggest questions was, does an iPhone 6 case fit the iPhone 6s, and it does. I can show you if you really want really quick. I have an outer box that I'm not going to fully put in. I'm going to just seat it, and it seats in really well. So it actually does fit in. That's the outer box. right here. Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye. Thank you so much for watching this quick unboxing and first impressions review. I'm excited what this is going to bring for me. In the next week or so, I'm going to have a full-on review, and I'm going to do something crazy that a lot of people might go, oh, this is stupid. I might actually debate on putting this against my Sony a6000, and I use the Sony a6000, but I don't use it a ton. I mean, it's a $500 or $600 piece of technology that sits in my bag a lot, and I really only use that on the go. And I use my iPhone 6 a lot for some street photography. It's very discreet, simple to use, and it does, and it performs really well for what I was doing. And you can get great 11:16 prints of this, at the biggest end. Great stuff on my website. So I'm going to put this up probably against the paces of an a6000 in my kind of controls and how I want to use this as a street photography camera because it's discreet. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to give my full review, give you my full thoughts. Obviously, I'm keeping the thing. It's not like I'm going to return it, but I'm going to give you my real thoughts. One of the coolest things that I know that it had was the low battery mode. So when you're really dire for battery, when this thing drains very, very quickly, it will actually shut off a lot and conserve energy in your battery. One of the biggest things, iPhone 6s. Here we go.